Okay, this is question 12 on the homework, Maple TA homework for section 4E. A lot of you had questions about this. Remember, your numbers might be slightly different, but hopefully this will give you an idea of what to do. So there's 4 parts to this question. First, we need to find the FICA tax, then the federal income tax, the total taxes, and then the overall tax rate for Parker. So here he has $82,300 in wages, $13.55 in savings interest, and then he contributed $22.50 to a tax deferred retirement account. And he is single, and he's going to take the standard deduction and personal exemption. So the standard part makes it a little bit easier for us to calculate this. So the first thing we need to do for the first part, the FICA tax, that's actually the easiest part. We just take his total wages and times it by the standard rate of 7.65, and we end up with, let's see, if you put that in your calculator, 6295.95. So that's his total FICA tax. So that's the easiest part. The next part, the federal income tax. Here it gets a little bit harder. Here we need to take into account his savings interest and his contributions, and then the personal exemption, the standard deduction. So we're going to take his total wages plus his savings account and subtract off the tax deferred retirement account, and then we're going to subtract off the personal exemption and the standard deduction. So we're just using the rates that are in your textbook from when the textbook was published. Obviously these change. And if we subtract off all that, so we have, I'm going to get my calculator out here, 82,300 plus 1355 minus 2250 minus 3,900 minus 6,100, we get 71,405. So these numbers right here, those are just the standard ones you're going to use for all these questions. So 3,900 for the personal exemption and 6,100 for the standard deduction. So you're just going to use those for all of these. Okay, so that's his total taxable income right there. And from there, we're going to use the table that is on your book on page 257. And again, these tax rates do change, but this is what it was at this time that we're just going to use. So the first $89.25 of his income will be taxed at 10%. So 10% times the $89.25. So that's just $892.5. So that's the easiest part. The next part, all the way from $89.25 to $36,250, will be taxed at 15%. So we're going to take $36,250 minus $89.25 and times that by 15%. So $36,250 minus $89.25 times 15% gives us $4,098.75. And then the rest of it, all the way up to $87,850, but he doesn't have that much, so 25% will just be his total taxable income minus the $36,250, because it's everything in between there that's taxed as 25%. So 71405 minus 36250 equals, and then times that by 25%. And we get 88.75. So if we add these three numbers together, we're going to get the total tax that he pays. So we're going to add the 87.88 plus the 40.98.75 plus 892.5, and we get a total of $13,780. So this is his total federal income tax that he's paying. So that's the question. That's the part of the question that takes the longest. So the next part, part 3, just says that we need to find his total taxes. So to find the total taxes, that one we're going to take as federal income tax and add to that the FICA tax, which was 6295.95. So we're going to add those together, and we're going to get a total of $20,075.95. So that's the total tax that he ended up paying. And then the last question just asks for the overall tax rate. So for the overall tax rate, we're going to use the total tax that he paid, and we're going to divide that by his total income, which was the savings account and his wages. So if we're going to take the $82,300 plus the $13.55 And when we did that, I don't remember what we got, 82,300 plus 1355, that's 83,655. So that was his total income. So to find his total tax rate as a percentage, we want to take the total tax divided by the total income. And when we do that, we get, so 20075.95 divided by 83655 equals, and my calculator says 0.23998506. So that's how many digits the calculator I'm using gave me. So the question though, that's 23.9985%. The question says to give it to the nearest hundredth. So if I change this to 23.9985%, the nearest hundredth is this one right here, and the one to that is bigger than 5 to the right of that. So it's actually, if we round to the nearest hundredth, we get 24.00% or 24%. For Maple TA, if you have trouble with the rounding part, I think if you enter extra digits, like if I was to enter 23.998506, I think it would actually take that if you enter more digits than I was asking for. Try that if you're having trouble with the rounding. I'm not exactly sure what would happen, but if you're good at rounding, that's not an issue. But if you enter extra digits, it should take that. So let me know if it doesn't. I'd be interested to know exactly what happens on your end. Okay, so this was the rest of the questions. So let me know if you have any other questions or if you need more clarification on this. Thanks, guys.